Jumbo jet. It wasn't easy, but nothing is. No. When I feel heavy metal, and I feel that I need when I lie and I'm easy all of the time, but I'm never sure why I need you. Please I need you. Down when I was young. It's not my problem. It's not my problem. When I feel heavy metal, and I feel that I need when I lie and I'm easy all of the time, but I'm never sure why I need you.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Rest Period Podcast. This is episode 1 of the Rest Period After Dark series that we're going to be doing all season long for the NFL. Today we're going to be going over our draft picks because we're all in the same fantasy league, and we're also going to be talking just about, the league in general and who we think is going to make the playoffs, who the division winners are going to be, wildcard spots, Super Bowl contenders. I'm your host, The Hulk. And of course, I got my co-hosts, Matt Mittman, Kyle Lombardi. Let's go, boys.
Let's go. Go Rams. A new era of the Rest Period Podcast starting here tonight.
New era.
This is fun, boys. This is fun. All right. I'm going to pop my Rogan.
Ooh. I'm going to metaphorically pop my Rogan.
Hulk actually has one. You see that face?
String Rogans. All right, well, I think we should just start by going through our fantasy team.
Yeah.
So, I think Matt should start us off on the fantasy team. I think he had a vision with his team, so let's hear it, Matt.
There's a pure vision. I see it.
I don't know. I think, it's a bit of an experiment going on over here. We got some old guys. Yeah, I don't know. We did take one of this episode the other night, actually. I was feeling a bit better about my team, but looking back at the squad, I'm a little concerned, I'll be honest. I'm going to have to be riding the waivers. I got Jonathan Taylor. I got... What else did I have? I don't even have my Yahoo on this computer.
He actually changed his team name to the Old Heads.
He only has one player on his team, Jonathan Taylor.
Kyler Murray.
I got your team up right here.
Let's see how much of my team I can name.
You got
Garrett.
Do you not have your team up? Are you trying to remember your team? I have your team.
Yeah.
I could take you through your draft picks and just, we can get in the head of Goggins. All right.
Let's hear it.
So your number one pick was Jonathan Taylor. That was your number one pick.
Can't go wrong. He was my keeper. They weren't great last year, but they had some leadership with Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah,
Jonathan Taylor. Yeah, AJ Brown. And then you got. Yeah, he's really solid. He's just getting up there in age. You got Miami's running back. You got Garrett Wilson from the New York Jets. You got Alvin Kamara, George Pickens, Brock Purdy, Mark Andrews, Jordan Mason, Jacoby Myers, Kyler Murray, Buffalo's tight end, Juan Jennings, Jerome Ford, and the Minnesota defense, and then Evan McPherson as your kicker. So
yeah, I like Jerome Ford. I think he's a sleeper. think
He might be a sleeper. He might
he
be.
went crazy a couple of years ago when Chubb went down. I remember that. So
Yeah.
keep an eye out.
I like AJ Brown. I like Jonathan Taylor. I don't
Kamara's
like
always-
Kyler Murray.
Kamara's
I don't
always-
like Kyler Murray.
Yeah, no, Kyler's short, but got a lot of heart.
I just don't like the Cardinals. I don't like the Cardinals. I don't like Kyler Murray.
What do you think of McPherson, Goggins? What's going on there?
He's really a power player.
Yeah.
Accuracy leaves a little bit to be desired from time to time. But if the Bengals
Yeah.
are good, if the Bengals are good, and if they get past the 50-yard line, he'll rack me up some points.
I get you.
My question is, Goggins, for someone that's a Rams fan, where are all the Rams players?
Oh, we'll get to the Rams. We'll get
We'll get to the Rams later.
That's
to
overall, your team's pretty good though, Matt. I mean, that's a pretty good team. I'm not too mad about it.
Well, I think if you rostered this team in like 2022, you're definitely winning a championship.
Yeah.
I think 25, it's going to take a little bit more guts, a little bit more tenacity. But I think
Who's your
Yeah.
favorite receiver on that roster? I mean, AJ Brown, obviously.
AJ Brown,
stud. Yeah. He's really good. I mean, he had some good seasons, man. I don't know.
Garrett Wilson's pretty good too. But
Garrett Wilson might have Justin Fields, actually throwing a deep ball. Aaron Rodgers couldn't hit him last year, so I don't
Yeah.
know.
I think your team's pretty solid.
Yeah,
I think
I
your
read
team's
it.
pretty solid.
perform well, but you never know. There's always a chance.
Yeah. All right, Kyle.
All right,
Let's hear it.
I got my team up here, so I'm ready to roll. So I
Let's
got
go.
Dak Prescott, Nico
Solid.
Collins, T. Higgins, Gibbs was my keeper from the Lions. David Montgomery from the Lions as well. I know people don't like that. 2 Lions running backs. George Kittle, my Iowa boy, WWE boy. One of my favorite players. Devontae Adams, a Rams receiver. Yes, I took him.
Oh yeah.
Brandon Aubrey, kicker for the Cowboys. Seattle's defense, but we mix and match defenses. That's not a big deal. I got some good backups, but I'm kind of excited about. I have Michael Pittman Jr. as a backup receiver. I have Kyle Pitts as a backup tight end. Has a lot of potential, and I like Cam Skattebo. So Cam Skattebo is one of my favorite players. I really like him as a rookie. So I'm pretty excited about my bench and my potential, obviously my starters, but we'll kind of see. Like Dak Prescott, I think is going to have a huge bounce back season. I would rather have Josh Allen, as you see, I have his jersey on, but
Yeah.
people took him. He gets drafted pretty early, so I couldn't snag him this year. But I'm okay with Dak. I'm okay with that pick. So
Man, I feel like Justin Fields is going to have an interesting year with the Jets.
yeah,
We'll see.
he's a wild
I mean-
card. It's like on the bench, he's okay. I just don't know if he'll be able to perform every week,
Yeah.
right? So
It's just tough. It's just tough when you have a quarterback that's playing for the Jets.
yeah,
'Cause
you're right.
it seems to be a place where quarterbacks go to die.
It's been rough.
So-
No, it's been rough, man.
Yeah.
So I don't trust. I like Justin Fields though. I think he's young. He's talented.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not giving up on him. So that's why I put him on my bench. I thought I'll give him a shot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Kind
think
of like the Devontae Adams, like the pick there. He's my third receiver, and he's put up some stud numbers in the past. So
Yeah.
I don't mind that. As a number 3. So
yeah. I mean, he's gonna be fighting for time, obviously. With the Rams got some.
yeah,
Pretty good
Puka,
receivers.
Tutu, and yeah,
Yeah.
So it's going to be a little tough, but I can't.
Yeah, and I don't even think. Yeah,
I view him as a
Mhm.
good 3 though.
he's pretty solid.
I think my draft overall, I think I'm projected to finish 5th in our league, by the way. So I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what that
Nice.
means, but what do projections really mean, But
Yeah, I mean, looking at your team, I mean, Nico Collins is really good. George Kittle is really good. Jamar Gibbs is really good. Jordan Addison could be really good.
Yeah.
I mean, you got a lot of potential. I
Yeah.
think your team is good.
I think I'm weak at the quarterback, but
yeah.
it's like, who knows, man? Dak could have a good year. So
Yeah, Dak could have a really good year. I mean, it's going to be, I don't know. We got our opinions on Dallas. Dallas has been making some questionable decisions over there.
oh, for sure, for sure, for sure, man. I mean, Dak has a good offense, though. Even with Jerry Jones kind of losing it, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'll take the offense for the Cowboys. I'm not touching that defense, though. Not touching that defense. But
Not touching that defense.
Goggins, what do you think? What do you
Are you
think?
going to start both of these Detroit running backs? What are you thinking?
This might sound really weird, but
That is
I
kinda
looked-
weird.
I looked at their stats last year. They both were touchdown machines. They both had huge stats. So it depends on who they're playing. If I think Gibbs is going to get more touches, then I'll probably bring Scatterboo in because I like Scatterboo as a potential guy for touchdowns.
Hmm.
But I like both of them, which sounds like usually you don't do that, but they get a lot of workload every game. Both of them do. So
I know that's always tricky. I feel like once you got them both, you kind of got to start them because then you're gonna get all Detroit's touchdowns. Then
yeah,
Scatterboo's the backup for the Giants, though.
for now,
He's not even the starter.
right
Yeah.
now, dude, I think he's gonna start. I think he's an absolute monster. So all the projections that come out early, I'm like, Scatterboo, give him a week or two. I think he's gonna be a monster, dude. But once again, that's
Yeah.
just me guessing. I don't, that's based on what he did last year. But I could be wrong, and he just sits the bench the whole season. Then I'll be kind of upset. But anyways,
All right.
and you think Devontae's still got it?
I think Devontae's a great number 2 or 3. Yeah, I think. I always loved Devontae with the Packers, so it's, dude, to put him in the number 2 or 3 slot, I'm okay. I'm okay
Yeah.
with that. Even with Jimmy G potentially being his quarterback, I'm okay with that.
And with Jimmy G, that's where you got probably a wide receiver 1 at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Hulk, what do you got, man?
All right. I had the number 1 overall pick in our draft. I picked up Bijan Robinson. That was my number 1 pick. I just decided to go snag the best running back. Or I think he was the best running back in the draft. It was either him or Saquon. And I don't think Saquon's going to have a great year this year. Not as good of a year as last year. So I just went and grabbed Bijan. And then my running back 2 is James Cook for Buffalo because Kyle's been hyping him up. He's been hyping him up. So I just bought into the hype and I picked up James Cook. My keeper is Lamar. So I got a steal best quarterback.
Yeah.
From last year in Lamar Jackson. My receivers, my receiver 1 is going to be Terry McLaurin for the Commanders. Obviously, I think he's going to have a good year because I think Washington's going to have a great year. I really like their quarterback, so I think they're going to have a fantastic season. Tight end, I got Sam Laporta for Detroit. I got Zay Flowers at my wide receiver 2. So I think obviously that's Lamar's number 1 option most of the time. At least it was last year. So if Lamar is going to have a great game, I think Zay Flowers will have a great game. Right now, my flex is the wide receiver for Detroit, Jameson Williams. And then my bench is made up of Tyrone Tracy Jr., who's the starting running back for the Giants. I picked up Tyler Warren, tight end for the Colts. My backup quarterback's Justin Herbert. And then I got Josh Downs as a backup receiver. I got Austin Eckler as a backup running back. And then I got Hunter Henry as a backup tight end. And then I got Ray Davis as a backup running back because he's just the backup for James Cook if James Cook gets hurt.
Yeah.
And then I got the Eagles defense, and I got Jake Bates as my kicker. So I think it's a pretty solid team. Yahoo disagreed completely. They said that I drafted the worst team out of everybody. I got a D for my draft score, but I disagree. I don't think they're factoring in the fact that I got Lamar as a keeper.
Yeah. I don't get that, man. You got Lamar. You got some
Because I
really,
basically got the best running back. I basically got the best running back and the best quarterback according to the experts. If you
Yeah.
agree with the experts, so
I don't know, man. That's weird. Your draft was so lowly rated.
yeah.
I think with Lamar and Bijan alone, you're gonna win they'll win you half your games.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless Bijan's a bust this year.
I don't, dude. If they have the years they're supposed to, you're gonna be tough to beat. And you got
Yeah.
Laporta. Laporta's really good. I really like him as a tight end this year. Jamison Williams. I mean, you're playing that game that I'm playing a little bit. You have a Lions tight end and receiver, but
Yep.
the Lions offense is pretty dangerous. So
And kicker. I have the Lions
And
kicker
kicker.
too.
yeah, no, I mean,
But I'm probably gonna get a new kicker every week.
yeah, play the matchups.
Yeah.
I don't know. Your team is pretty stacked, so I'm not sure what
Yeah.
Yahoo was thinking, man.
Like I said, and I really like Terry McLaurin and I like Zay Flowers. I think they're going to be good at receivers. And then, Josh Downs, I think, is always a good option for the Colts. Like, you could put him in at flex.
Yeah.
If you think the matchup's going to be good, or if he just starts going off in the middle of the year, I might just start putting him in at flex. So,
I think you
We'll
got an
see.
absolute steal with James Cook. I mean,
oh, yeah.
people are underrating James Cook, man. He's a top 5 running back this year. I'm telling you,
I think so.
because Joe Brady, the offensive coordinator of the Bills, he loves James Cook, and they signed him to a 4-year deal. That boy is going to be cooking this year. I'm telling you, which is fun for me. I'm a Bills fan, but it's going to be good for your fantasy team. So
Yes, sir. Yeah, no. I think it's going to be interesting. According to Yahoo, all three of us didn't draft super great.
yeah,
There are some teams that are projected to be like crazy good.
Yeah.
Like I think you were saying, there's a team in our league that's projected to score like 150 points week 1,
yeah,
145 points week 1.
yeah.
So-
Well, projections are never right, so that's what I would always say with
Yeah.
fantasy. It's like, us three drafted on what we thought. I think Lamar Jackson, that's a big win, right, Hulk? Like,
Yeah.
for me, I got Gibbs at number 8 overall because he was my keeper.
Mhm.
That's a big win. For Goggins, I think his team it's an interesting mix of guys. Kyler Murray, though, if he goes off this year, everyone's gonna like, maybe Matt was right, because people are actually saying the Cardinals are going to
Yeah.
be pretty good this year, and they have some offensive talent. So Kyler's one of those interesting guys. He could go off. He can run, man. He's fast, so he could do some stuff. We'll see, but
Yeah, up until the new Call of Duty comes out, and then he's gonna be, then he's not gonna be focused on
man,
football.
these guys hating on Kyler, man.
Yeah,
They haven't made a good Call of Duty in 10 years. It'll be fine.
that's true. That's true.
NFL players can play Call of Duty and play football, man. It's fine. I'm telling you, all right?
It is. It's fine.
No, I think our 3 teams are solid. Obviously,
He'll have plenty of time to play Call of Duty when he's sitting out of the playoffs, watching all the other teams.
I was looking at projections and power rankings. Somehow the Cardinals are like right on the edge of the playoffs. So I'm not sure, man. It's I'm not sure what these analysts are thinking, but they must really they like the offense. Yeah.
I'm glad that that's the last division we're going to talk about because we got a lot of
We have
disagreements
some
with that
opinions.
division. We have some opinions when it comes to that division, but I think now is a good time to just start talking about. We can just go through each division and talk about who we think is going to be the division winner, who we think is going to be potential wild card teams, and who we think is just going to be bad.
Yeah.
Like all the teams are going to be bad. So let's start with the AFC North. Baltimore Ravens, Steelers, Bengals, Bengals and Cleveland Browns. I personally think that the Baltimore Ravens are going to win that division again pretty easily. I think the Cincinnati Bengals are going to be pretty good this year. I I'd probably put them and the Steelers at kind of a coin flip for 2 and 3. If I had to pick right now, I'd probably put the Steelers at 2, just because they always seem to find a way to get into the playoffs no matter what. So I think right now I would give them the edge over the Bengals, and then I think the worst team in that division is the Browns still. So that would be my order. I don't know what you guys think for the AFC North.
Yeah, I think Ravens are definitely Super Bowl contenders. I don't think that's a secret.
Yeah.
The Steelers obviously going to be tough. Like you can never pick against Mike Tomlin and Aaron Rodgers. DK is gonna, I don't know, he's probably still pretty athletic if I had to guess. So yeah, I think they always find a way to win 10 or 11 games. So and those are both playoff teams. I think the Bengals, they can be good. They've got a lot of firepower. Just depends on the O-line. And then who knows with Cleveland.
The defense.
Yeah,
The defense, too. It's really their O-line and their defense that have been costing them having really good teams, because their defense can't stop anybody and their O-line can't protect Burrow. So
yeah.
I don't know what you think, Kyle.
Oh, you're good. Yeah. You put Browns last, right, Goggins? So
Yeah, and I mean, unless they give Shador the ball, then they probably will take the
So
win.
that's a great point. People can laugh. Shador should be the starter week 1. Like I think the Browns are a joke right now. But anyways, Shador
I
should be.
think they're a joke, too.
But if
They're bad.
if they start Shador, at least I'll maybe watch one of their games. But
Yeah.
obviously, Ravens number 1. I'm only worried about Lamar getting hurt, which obviously, like, come on, anyone can say that, right? But
I'm worried about him getting hurt, too.
yeah, that's the only thing. Yeah, for your fantasy team.
For my fantasy
And
team.
in real life, it's like he hurt his foot in the preseason. I hope he's okay, because I like Lamar a lot. But Ravens number 1. I'm going to go Bengals number 2. I think Joe Burrow is an MVP candidate this year. Obviously, like he is almost every year.
Yeah.
But his offensive line sucks. Like we've already said that. But I think their defense is better. They brought in Al Golden, a defensive coordinator, and they put a bunch of draft capital in the defense. And they signed Trey Hendrickson, who led the NFL in sacks last year. So I like them enough to put them number 2. But Steelers, Mike Tomlin, I just can't. They're number 3, obviously. They're right on the border of the playoffs. But I like the Bengals more than the Steelers this year. So I'm gonna go Bengals over the Steelers in that division. But it's tight. It's always tight, right?
Yeah, I think it's a coin flip. I mean, like I said, I think it's a coin flip between those two teams. Like, on one hand, I think the Bengals could be really good if they clean up some things, but you can never count out Mike Tomlin. Like, no matter what team he has, he always seems to get him into the playoffs. So
Yeah.
it's pretty. I don't know. It's just something you expect out of
Great
them.
coach. He's just a great coach.
Yeah,
He just every year, you know what I mean?
he's been around for a long time too.
He's been around forever. Dude just wins
Yeah.
games. It's awesome, man. I love that guy. Seriously.
Yeah. All right, AFC South time.
Oh, my favorite division. Here we go.
My favorite division because the Colts are in it, and I'm a Colts fan. But no, I'm not gonna let my bias seep into this.
Yeah.
I think the Houston Texans are still the best team in this division.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna win this division fairly easily again this season. I think the Colts are definitely the second best team in the division still. Borderline on if they can just get everything working, like, Daniel Jones really melds well with the offense and we can get our offense going and our defense can stop the run. I think we might have a shot at winning it, but I think as it stands right now, Houston's the best team on paper. And then it's probably the Jags at 3 and the Titans at 4. I mean, but they're both pretty bad. Like, they're not even in the conversation, really.
Yeah. The garbage.
So it's
Garbage.
Houston at 1. It's the Colts at 2, Jags at 3, Titans at 4. That's my pick for that division. So I know Goggins thinks the Colts are going to win it.
I love it.
It's spent a lot of time with the Hulk. I'm sold.
Yeah,
If any year is the Colts' year, it's 2025.
they got to do it for Jim. They got to do it for Jim.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you got to do it first. But yeah, you got some changing of the guard at quarterback. That can always be refreshing. I think Taylor's still solid.
It's not really refreshing anymore for us because we've had a change of the guard every season since Andrew Luck left. So we're like a quarterback retirement home. Like all the quarterbacks come and they finish their last season.
Yeah.
They finish their last season in Indy and then they retire.
Yeah. It's a good spot.
Yeah, it's a great spot.
The fact that you guys almost backdoored a playoff spot last year.
Yeah.
I mean, if you guys can pull it off, I'm like, all right, if we actually have like a roster, if we have our head on our shoulders in the Colts.
Literally, we were the past like 3 or 4 seasons, we were like 1 game away from making the playoffs. And yeah, I mean, we've just been like an 8-9, 9-8 team for the past like 2-3 seasons. We did make it to the playoffs with Phillip Rivers.
Yeah.
But we lost like the first game.
Lost to the Bills that year.
Yeah. But yeah, ever since that playoff berth, we've been like 1 game short.
Yeah. So Goggins, you're taking Colts 1 in that division, is that?
Yeah, I mean, I think the Texans are good, but they kind of cooled off from what I remember, like towards the end of last season. I think Stroud's good, but I'll take the Colts 1.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm tired of watching the Texans lose in the wild card round, so I'll up to the Colts and see if they can do a little better.
I don't know. I think the Texans still have a lot of firepower. I think Stroud is still going to be really good. I think it's going to be hard to vote against them for winning this division. But yeah, I think the Colts just need to get it together in the quarterback room, and we could be really good because I think we got all the pieces to be really great. We're just missing that final piece, which is a quarterback, which, I mean, for the NFL is probably the most important piece. So,
yeah.
And I think the Titans and the Jaguars, if either one of them wins 5 games, that would be impressive.
Yeah.
I mean, the Jaguars probably over under 2.5 games. So
yeah.
All
right.
Any disagreements, Kyle?
Well, no, I'll say Texans are 1. They're a pretty clear cut 1, I think, in that division. But
yeah,
I do like Danny Dimes, so like I'm personally going to root for Danny Dimes, right? I'm going to really hope that he has a great season. I don't think they can overtake the Texans, but crazier things have happened. So, yeah, Texans 1. I'm going to take Colts 2, but I think it's tighter than you guys think. I think so. Bill Callahan's the offensive line coach of the Titans, and I think they got Cam Ward at number 1 quarterback. I think they actually might be a little bit better than people are giving credit for. Bill Callahan's a great offensive line coach. So I think they might win more like 7 games. And the Jaguars are they're a dumpster. I don't know what's going on there. They're terrible. But I love Travis Hunter. Bad. I don't know. Travis Hunter, he's intriguing. So other than Travis Hunter, I'm not sure what they're doing, but I think he's pretty awesome playing 2-8.
I still like Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
I feel like Trevor Lawrence should be really good, but I think he's just on a bad team.
He's on a really bad team.
I think that's the story of a lot of quarterbacks. I think that's the story of Justin Fields. I think that's the story of Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
I think my sleeper pick is I think Trevor Lawrence might cut his hair this year. We'll see.
Oh. Don't do
That'd
it.
be a game changer.
Trevor, don't do it. You're crazy.
I think that'd be great. I mean, it would completely change his image, but I think, it'd help with his aerodynamics when he's running down the field.
Of his hair. I stick with it. But anyways.
Maybe he'll make better passes. I think he's throwing interceptions because his hair is getting in his face. He can't
see where he's throwing the ball.
Yeah.
I like Travis Hunter. He's probably one of my favorite draft picks this year, though. So hopefully the Jaguars get better, maybe, but they're pretty bad. They're pretty bad. I think they're the first team in the power rankings, actually. But
yeah, the Jaguars.
Yeah, I think they're the last team in the power rankings.
I think that's probably right.
I have it here. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're at the bottom. They're at 30. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next division, the AFC East, I think is one of the easiest divisions to call. I mean, I think the AFC South is a pretty easy one to call, but I think the AFC East is even easier. I think it's pretty clear it's going to be the Bills at 1, the Dolphins at 2, and then whatever. Who cares? The Patriots and the Jets both suck. They're at 3 and 4.
Yeah.
They can fight for the worst loser or whatever in that division, but
Yeah.
I mean, the Bills are clearly going to be the best team coming out of that division. I think Miami could be really good this year if Tua stays healthy. I mean, they still got some weapons on offense. They got Tyreek, they got Waddle. So I do like Miami, but I think the Bills are still going to get the best of it.
Yeah,
So
I agree. I think the Bills also early Super Bowl contenders. I'm a Patriots fan, historically, but I always like watching the Dolphins. I feel like they got a lot of offense. I like Mike McDaniel, so we'll see if they,
yeah.
you never know. They tend to find a way to win like 10 games and take a playoff spot. So
The Patriots got to be bad for like a decade to make up for the decade and a half that they were winning all those Super Bowls.
yeah, I mean, honestly, I was a big Patriots fan as a kid, and I just saw them win so many times. It's kind of hard
They
to.
cheated a lot too.
Yeah,
It's hard
they
to
did cheat a lot.
I'm not
Hey.
sure Bill Belichick doesn't look so good in the college game, but anyways,
Yeah.
That was a
Tar Heels aren't doing so great.
game last on Monday.
yeah.
TCU just demolished them, but
It makes you wonder. It makes you wonder if it was just all Tom Brady or if it was some of Bill Belichick too.
I don't know, man. It's a hard one, right?
It's a tough pick.
Yeah. I think Bill Belichick was a great coach, but he's a defensive
Yeah.
coach. He's not an offensive coach. So Tom
Yeah.
Brady, man, made his life pretty easy, I would say. But
Oh yeah, for sure. Tom Brady in the clutch is still the greatest of all time.
yeah, him and Michael Jordan, right? Switching sports, but I mean, it's like give that
Yeah.
guy the ball, you're probably gonna win, right? Like it's so cool to watch. Which brings me to I'm a Bills fan, right? Obviously, the Bills are my favorite in this division. In the power rankings I'm looking at, they're number 3 in the NFL. But this
I
guy
agree with that.
right here, Josh Allen,
Superman.
is Superman. Like, I love the guy.
Yeah.
But he's not Tom Brady yet, He's not Mahomes yet. So I gotta, I love
No.
him, right? I want him to do great, but he's got to be better in the big moments. So I hope this is his year. That's just spoken as a fan of the Bills, but they're the clear-cut number 1. Dolphins are number 2. I agree. I just worry that Tua is going to be done. I just think I really worry about him. As a person outside looking in, I want him to stop playing football.
Yeah.
But he won't stop. So I mean, not sure what to say about it. So
I don't know if the years of brain damage are worth it.
it's
but
not worth it. He should stop. I just think
he's probably going to get. I mean, he's probably a prime candidate for CTE.
he probably already is starting the development of it, right? Like it's already
Yeah.
happening.
Mhm.
So I worry about that for him. But they have a lot of talent. I agree with Matt. They're probably the most fun offense in the NFL when they
Yeah.
have it going, when Tua is like on his game. So they're really fun to watch. The Jets, I think, are going to be a little bit better than the Patriots because I really like Aaron Glenn, the new coach. So I think
Justin Fields.
and Justin Fields, right? So on my fantasy team, I hope he comes through for me. But they're both bad. They're both less than 6 wins, I think. So the bottom end of the AFC East, yeah, it's pretty bad. But the Dolphins probably they're close to the playoffs. I think they're close. So
I think so.
yeah, I would like to see the Jets win. More than 5
Few games.
I know a lot of Jets fans, and yeah, it's a long.
Hey, at least the Jets.
Word.
The Jets won Super Bowl. The Jets won Super Bowl 3.
yeah,
They have a Super Bowl.
Namath came out there and showed him what's up, huh?
Took out the Colts. In Super Bowl 3.
What, Unitas versus
Yeah,
Namath, and
Unitas.
Namath took him out. Come on, man,
Oh yeah. Of course.
unbelievable, right?
Unbelievable. was a pretty low scoring game.
It was a great game. I still recall the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't watching.
I think it's nicknamed the greatest game or something.
Yeah, because it was Unitas versus Namath, such a famous matchup, big name quarterbacks, which you rarely get in the Super Bowl, you know. So it was,
Yeah.
I think Namath was the flashy, you know, Broadway Joe, and Unitas was this some dude from they were in Baltimore at the time, right? They're like, who is this guy?
Yeah. Baltimore Colts.
Yeah. Anyways, no, I think the Jets are a little bit better than people are giving them credit for, but they're still really bad. Sorry about that.
Yeah. They are. All the New York teams, they just need to merge them so they can get all the talent on one team. What
are we gonna call them, Hulk? What's the name of that team?
The New Jersey Knights.
Oh.
We're gonna bring back we're gonna bring back Dave.
Dave.
Yeah.
That's actually a sick name.
That's a sick name. The New Jersey Knights.
Yeah.
I mean, they're already the New York Jets, but MetLife is in New Jersey, so it makes sense.
I think Matt Goggins could play tight end for that team. You understand me? Okay.
You tell me when my tryout's happening. I'll get it.
We will be.
I think so. I don't think it'll make a difference.
Yeah.
If you played tight end for the Jets, I don't think it would make a difference in their success this season.
That's actually true. They are probably one of the teams that I could be rostered for, and it would have no measurable impact.
No impact on their performance. All right, AFC West. So obviously, I think the Chiefs are not going to have a great season this year. But it's hard to count them out with Mahomes. I don't think their team is just as good as it has been in previous years, but they keep making the Super Bowl, so it's hard to root against them. So I think the Chiefs are going to win this division again. I think the second best team is the Broncos. As we were kind of talking about, I kind of got sold on the Broncos. I think the Broncos are going to be good. So I'm going to put the Broncos at 2, and Chargers are going to be at 3. But I think the Chargers could be really good this year too. I think the Chargers could be a bubble team, and then I don't think the Raiders are going to be very good. So the Raiders are last in the AFC West. So that's my opinion.
Yeah, the Raiders will be. The Raiders are always just kind of a grab bag of guys. I like Geno, but.
Yeah.
I don't see the Raiders doing much. I think the Chargers have had little brother syndrome for like a decade now, so I think they're due. I think it's time for them to actually close out the Chiefs a couple times, you know, beat them once maybe in the regular season, maybe beat them again in the playoffs, you never know. But Herbert's he's been around the league for a while now. I feel like, you know, he's due. I'd like to see the Chargers be good.
It was the Chargers and the Raiders, I think. I gotta say it was like a year or so ago where if they like tied their last game, they were both going to make the playoffs.
Yep. Yeah.
And the Raiders like tried to win the game at the end, and then the Chargers just kicked a field goal to win.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a dog fight. Well, Derek Carr just retired. He had the most, I think it was most pass yards of any quarterback to not win a playoff game. So.
Did he even make the playoffs? Did Derek Carr ever make the playoffs?
He did early in his career. Yeah.
Yeah.
He had some really good seasons early, but it's just it's terrible down there. I don't know what's going on, but all right, you go. So Matt Goggins, I'm hearing you're going Chargers #1, right?
I'm going Chargers, Chiefs, Broncos, Raiders. That's what I'm thinking.
Dude, that's awesome.
I'm sick of the Chiefs.
I'm sick of the Chiefs too, but how can you like count them out when they've just consistently been good? They just keep making the Super Bowl every season.
They always find a way, but they've lost. I mean, they've lost. They don't have much going on with their wide receivers. I mean,
yeah,
Mahomes always finds something, but
I mean, they still got Xavier Worthy.
Yeah,
they got some guys.
But they got. I don't know. No one worth writing home about.
Travis Kelce, even though he's got semi-retired, is still on the team. Travis Kelce's semi-retired. He's got one foot out the door.
I don't know. Taylor Swift. I mean, she's really into football. So I think Kelsey might actually get back into it this year. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Taylor Swift is actually a huge football person, and she talked about that recently, which is
Taylor
cool.
Swift.
You know, like it's kind of cool. So Taylor Swift comes on the field, starts coaching Travis, you know, teaching him a few things like, hey, Travis, run this route like this. You know what I'm saying? But
That's true. I've heard that. Travis Kelce's a man that's got to pay for a wedding. So
That's true.
Goggins knows how that feels.
I know that game. Yeah, that'll fire under your ass. Yeah.
Taylor tells Travis this year. Taylor pulls Travis aside this year and says, if you don't win the Super Bowl, the engagement's off.
We're done. We're done. You understand me?
You better lock in this season.
We'll give you real pressure, Travis.
She's like, I can't date a loser. I only date a winner.
That's my kind of girl. I like that. Anyways.
Yeah.
I better go with my hot take. I'm going Broncos win that division. Sean Payton's their coach. I really like him. Jim Leonard's their assistant head coach. So for you Badger fans, you probably remember that name. Great defensive coordinator. They have some absolute studs on the defensive side, some great coaches. Bo Nix is a young quarterback, reminds me of Drew Brees a ton. Obviously, he's
Bo
with
Nix.
Sean Payton. So I'm going to take the Broncos. They're a top 10 team in the power rankings that I just looked at. So they are actually considered in that top 10, that upper tier, by a lot of people. Chiefs, I take number 2 because I believe Mahomes is that good. I think their roster is kind of crappy, to be honest. Like, Travis Kelce, we were just joking about it. He's declining. He's too focused on Taylor Swift and her singing and whatever else. And then
getting married.
He's just too focused on getting married.
That's a big thing.
Goggins, we got to focus on the task at hand. All right. Anyways, we got to focus on football. We got to focus on Taylor Swift, right? But no, Chargers number 3 for me. Jim Harbaugh is a great coach. I really think he's a great coach. I'm guessing even with like a pretty good roster, he probably gets them to overperform this year. I don't think their roster is as good as the Broncos and Chiefs. Partly I'm saying that Rashawn Slater, their left tackle, he's out for the season. So like their best tackle's out for the season. I'm a little bit worried about protection for Herbert because of that. If he was playing, I might actually shift the Chargers higher to number 2, but their best tackle's Gandhi, man. So that really worries me in that division. And the Raiders have Pete Carroll. He chews gum really fast and he's really old. But other than that, I'm not so sure what's going on.
There's some football facts right there.
I think this division is.
You like that guy?
I think this division is pretty stacked. I think this is the toughest division in the AFC.
Yeah,
this is a tough division.
The West is always one of the hardest ones out there for sure.
Yeah, I think this is the toughest division in the AFC. I think I could see 3 of the 4 teams making the playoffs this year
For sure. And
all
Pete
coming out
Carroll's
of this
going to chew
division.
gum. You understand me?
Pete Carroll is going to chew gum.
Pete Carroll to run the football. I think that is the 2-yard line. And they'll probably
Just give the ball to Skittles. What the hell are you doing, man?
Pete Carroll only runs the ball to the 2-yard line, and then he brings out the pass.
You know, the conspiracy
that's when his pass
theory,
game comes in.
You know, the conspiracy theory on that is Pete Carroll wanted Russell Wilson to be a superstar, so he didn't want Marshawn Lynch to get that touchdown. It's just so dumb, though. Pete, run the ball. You got Skittles, man. What are you doing?
Dude, you got Marshawn Lynch back there. Did you hear that after that game, Marshawn Lynch went to the sideline and laughed in Pete Carroll's face
He should have. Pete Carroll
after they lost that game?
Pete Carroll, you screwed it, man. What are you doing? You know, like, anyways.
All right, let's move to the NFC. We're starting off hot with the NFC North. Tough division last year. We got the Lions, the Vikings, the Packers, and the Bears. My personal opinion is I think the Lions are still the best team in that division. Even with the trade for the Packers on Micah Parsons joining their defense, I still think the Lions got the best of it on paper. I think the Packers are a close second. I think the Vikings are locked down the third place spot pretty good, and I think the Bears are still going to be the Bears. So they're in last place. But that's my opinion. I think it's close at the top, though. I think it's close to the top. I could see the Packers winning the division. I could see the probably before the Micah Parsons trade, I would have been way more confident in my Lions pick. But now, it's a little dicey.
Yeah.
It could go either way.
Yeah.
But I think they're both playoff teams. Let's put it that way. So that's my pick for the NFC North.
Yeah, I think Packers Lions week 1 is the game of the week.
Yeah.
Mind. I got to take the Packers. You can't not take the Packers at this point. They've been good for a long time, and their general management has always kind of left us waiting for something to happen. I think this is the first time they really got the hype, and it's like, a week before the season, there's just something in the air. So, got to back the Packers. And I think the Lions definitely also a playoff team. I think they'll make a run in the playoffs. I think the Vikings are going to take a big step back without Darnold. I'm always also looking for a reason to not like the Vikings, so they gave me one.
You were talking a lot of smack about Darnold the other day.
Yeah, Sam Darnold, I think he just joined a group project that was already going to get an A, and then
Yeah.
on the bottom, and next thing you know,
I don't know.
Hayden.
I don't know. I think Sam Darnold is a big reason they're really good. I think Sam Darnold's another classic case of a good quarterback on a bad team. He joined a good team, and all of a sudden, playoff run.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we'll see this year. I think this season will tell us a lot about Sam Darnold if he can replicate it. So
Yeah.
we'll get there. We'll get to that when we talk about the West. But I think good year to be a Packers fan, and let's hope it stays that way.
Where do you have the Bears? Where are the Bears sitting?
I think that the Bears will be demoted to the FBS. And
They'll be one of the teams that get shipped off to Europe.
exactly.
NFL Europe, Germany Bears. Germany Bears.
The Germany Bears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That actually makes sense.
Nicely. They'll get like a tier 2 European city. They'll be
The Bears are
Munich,
like the really bad
Munich?
teams who just go to
Munich?
Europe.
Munich Bears.
Yeah.
You can't get them to London. You gotta make those guys.
London's way too good. London's way too
Yeah.
Yeah.
If the Packers are moving, they're going to London. You get me? Like, come on.
Yeah.
The high-class team. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think the Bears are still really bad.
Man, the Bears are. I don't really even think about the Bears much these days, to be honest.
I mean, they do got Caleb. Caleb had a pretty decent season last year.
Yeah.
I mean, that whole division did good. They all had winning records, didn't they? Well, at least the Bears did for the
were
beginning.
Like 4-2, and then I don't think they won a game for about 3 months. So they
fell apart, man. Yeah.
They came back. They came to their senses. They thought that they realized after winning 5 games, oh yeah, we're the Bears. So then they started losing. Yeah, I forgot. They forgot about that.
I mean, we'll see. It's hard to beat the Bears up too much. They're already going through it. So
yeah,
as long as I don't mind seeing them win some games. They never really beat the Packers, so not too worried about them. I think the Lions are the ones you got to look out for. Like it's been for the last.
Remember, Aaron Rodgers passed the deed to Jordan Love.
Jordan Love
Chicago
has
Bears.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah,
man.
He has the deed to Soldier Field.
Yeah,
because he owns.
It's his.
They own them.
It's his. You get me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna start on the back end. The Bears are the worst team in the NFL this year. They're terrible. No, I'm serious. I think
worse than the Jags,
dude. This is my opinion. I think they're bad. I think they're hyping up Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
If you don't remember, like they fell apart last year. So I don't know. Ben Johnson, maybe he has some magic in him, but I'm not a believer in Caleb Williams. I don't know if you knew this. So Ben Johnson likes to have his quarterback under the center. Caleb Williams never played under the center in his whole career. He was a shotgun quarterback his whole career.
Wow.
So he's had a ton of trouble in camp in Ben Johnson's offense. He doesn't know how to go under center. Does that make that's how bad it is in Chicago. They hired a coach who wants a quarterback to go under center, but they don't have it. And that's harder than you guys, it's really hard for a quarterback that's never done that to transition. So I think they're going to be bad. But Ben Johnson, he wants Jared Goff, so maybe they make a trade next year. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, I think the Packers are my number one. The Lions are a clear, really solid number two. So it's really hard to pick. It's really hard because they're both really good guys. Like we all know that, right? They're both top.
Yeah.
They're both top.
You gotta pick the Packers though, because that was your bold prediction in episode 1 this year.
I'm going Packers, but
they're gonna win the Super Bowl this year. You said.
Hey, I totally understand Hulk why you went Lions. I see the talent. I see the team. Right. But the Packers, to me, I don't know. They got a new CEO, right? So they have Ed Policy's his name.
Yep.
So his dad, Carmen Policy, traded Charles Haley to the Cowboys, I think in 1991. And the Cowboys won the Super Bowl the next 3 years. No, 2 years, sorry. But 3 out of the next 4. So I think Ed Policy coming to Green Bay was a sneaky little thing that no one talks about. And he made this trade with the Cowboys. So it's like all the things are lining up to me. Matt kind of said that, like, it all lines up, man. Like, you get one of the best pass rushers in the NFL ever, and we just get him for almost nothing. And Jordan Love is really good. He's got a ton of talent. He's got Matthew Golden at receiver out of the first round. Josh Jacobs is a great running back. We have one of the best tackles in the league in Zach Tom. I mean, you just look up and down our roster, dude. It's like we look really good on paper. So I think the Packers are the clear-cut number one team, but the Lions are right on their heels. It's close, man. So, and I think the Vikings with JJ McCarthy, they're going to be okay, but they're way worse than last year. I just don't think they're the same team. I just don't think they are. And Sam Darnold, who had, I think, 35 touchdowns to like 11 to 12 interceptions last year, that's really good numbers. So I don't know if JJ McCarthy can match that, but they still have a great coach. They have a good defense, but that's just how I see the NFC North shaking out this year.
I mean, when you're throwing the ball to Justin Jefferson, I mean,
I could do that, right? Like, that's how good that guy is. I understand.
I could throw the ball to Justin Jefferson and I could have monster stats. So,
but Sam Darnold did have a great season, so you can't deny it, right? Like, it was 35-12. Like, Jordan Love's best year in his career so far is 32 touchdowns to 11 interceptions. So Sam Darnold's already had a better year than Jordan Love ever has. So, it's like, we got to give him some credit, but I think JJ McCarthy's not even in the same class, right? That's just how I look at it. But
no, I agree.
Yeah, Adam Thielen's back in Minnesota. That's
huge.
He's old. That's huge. The great white receiver in Minnesota.
That's like one of the only white receivers that I know even exists on the planet.
What do we say? Ladd McConkey, and Adam Thielen. Who else? Did we say somebody else?
Cooper Cup. Yeah,
the Cup. Yeah, the Cup.
Yeah, the Cup. Your favorite Cup.
I love the Cup.
Yeah.
But actually, Adam Thielen is a filthy golfer. So
is he?
He's a very good golfer. Yeah.
He seems
Braxton
like
Berrios. Braxton Berrios is the other guy.
Braxton Berrios.
Yeah.
Wes Welker? No, he's out of the league.
He's out of the league. Active
Julian
white
Edelman.
Receivers. There's not very many. Active white receivers. Yeah.
Send McCaffrey downfield. We'll count him.
Ed McCaffrey, go downfield. Go.
Christian McCaffrey. He's a receiver,
Christian
right?
McCaffrey's his son. See? There you go.
Yeah.
Anyways.
All right. We can just speed run this division because this is the worst division here. NFC South, nobody's making one of them has to make the playoffs, but none of them are really playoff teams. One of them just gets to go to the playoffs because that's how it works.
Yeah.
It's going to be the Bucks. They're the best team there. And then it's going to be the Falcons, and then it's going to be the Saints, and then it's going to be Carolina, who's in the running for worst team in the NFL for sure.
For sure.
The Carolina Panthers. So
for sure.
There we go. That's really all I got to say about that division. They just all suck, but the Bucks are going to make it. So, because they're in a bad division.
Yeah.
I think the Bucks win 9 games and make the playoffs, and I think that the division wins 25 games over under. And I think 2026, the Panthers are actually playing in London. And
Yeah.
Sending them out of
I
here.
think the Panthers have it. I think the Panthers are in the conversation for 0-18.
I will say the Panthers fans travel. I was in London a couple years ago for and the Bucks Panthers were like in the city that weekend, and they filled out the airport. It was actually pretty impressive. But
At least they
Wow.
like their team, right? I mean,
It's true.
I don't know what to add to this. It's pretty
I don't know
clear.
what to add.
This is a bad division. Let's move on. Yeah.
Bad division. All right, let's just move on.
Yeah.
NFC East. This is a fun division. Eagles, Dallas, the Commanders and the Giants.
Redskins.
The Skins. We don't even need to talk about the Giants. The Giants are really bad. They're in last place. Cowboys, I just don't have any faith in the Cowboys. So I'm gonna put them at 3. Especially after that Micah Parsons trade. I don't know what Jerry Jones is doing. He needs to reevaluate his decision making.
Did you see him on Good Morning America? He explained it. Did you hear this?
I didn't see
Dawkins,
it.
did you?
I did not. No, I didn't hear it.
He said that this was actually strategy, that he wanted to get 4 to 6 players out of the same money he would have given Micah Parsons. You didn't see that quote or anything? Jerry
No.
Jones, you're so full of you know what. That is an absolute joke.
I know he didn't even call Micah Parsons. Didn't he call him like Michael?
He called him Michael. He's talking like, oh, I wanted to get rid of him. Are you kidding me? This guy is a joker.
Complete and utter joker.
Yeah.
No, but I mean my top 2 teams are the Commanders and the Eagles. I think it's close at the top. I think the Eagles are going to have a down year after winning the Super Bowl, but they did just win the Super Bowl, so I'll give them the little bit of a boost and say they're going to win the division again. And at a close second, I'll give it to the Commanders. I think the Commanders are going to be good this year.
Yeah.
I really like the Commanders, so
yeah,
that's my thoughts.
Yeah, I agree. Giants, no good. Cowboys, just the epitome of 2 steps forward, 1 step back as a franchise. I don't know how they're still the most valuable franchise in the NFL other than their brand, but
new team. That's another team that's got to go to. Both of the New York teams got to go to Europe.
yeah.
The Bears got to go to Europe. The Jags got to go to Europe. Carolina is going to go to Europe. All of the
Bears to
NFC
Russia.
South. All of the NFC South is going to go to Europe.
Send the Bears to Russia. I'm done.
That makes sense because they're the Bears.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, the Moscow Bears.
That would be scary. Imagine
That actually be sick.
Yeah.
frozen tundra in January.
You got to come to
Yeah.
Moscow and play.
They'd probably make the playoffs at that point. No one
They
would
probably
show.
win it all. Yeah.
They win by default. Yeah, no, I think the Commanders will be good again. And they're kind of gonna affirm that the flash that they saw in the playoffs last year. I think the Eagles. I mean, Kyle, you were talking about this, but just the only concern for the Eagles is Saquon, like landing funny, because otherwise they're going to be pretty tough to beat again.
Yeah,
So you're going Eagles, Commanders, Cowboys, Giants, right?
Yeah.
yeah, that was my pick.
You both got that. It's a hard call. I mean, I agree with you guys, obviously. Eagles are hard to pick against. But I'm going to go Commanders number 1, Eagles number 2. I think Saquon was overused last year. Remember, he was coming off a torn ACL, and they just gave him, I think, 345 carries last year, over 2,000 yards total. Pretty much in the history of the NFL, every running back that's done that is destroyed the year after. So I think they're not going to be just. I hate to use stats, but like that's pretty clear to me. He's going to.
He was jumping backwards over people last season.
He
That's
was
how good he
hurdling
was.
people. He was. I mean, he had a great season, but dude, it's like I don't see that happening again. I think he's going to fall off hard.
No.
And they're going to have a hangover. That's just my opinion, but I think the Commanders, Jaden Daniels, I really, really like him. They got Deebo Samuel from the 49ers. I always have loved that guy. He's kind of, he can do anything, Swiss Army knife kind of guy. I really like their defense because Dan Quinn's a defensive coordinator. He's a head coach, but he's a great defensive coordinator in my opinion. I've loved him everywhere in his career he's gone. So I think they got it all. I think they got everything they need to be one of the best teams in the NFC. And then obviously the Cowboys, Jerry Jones, I feel bad for his son. I feel bad for Stephen Jones because it's like, he's executive vice president. He's sitting there looking at Jerry saying, dude, I don't know what you're doing.
Jerry should just step down and retire and let his son take over.
His ego's so big. He just he's lost his mind or he's doing what he thinks is right, I guess. But it's just wrong. It's just like everything he's doing is wrong, I think. So I think they're a mess. I think the Giants might actually be better than them. I hate to say that, guy. That makes no sense. That should not be the case. But Jerry Jones is Jerry Jones.
I think that's a stretch. I think they still have enough firepower to be better than the Giants.
Just remember, I drafted Cam Scattaboo for the Giants. I think he's going to have a monster rookie year. I think the Giants are going to be okay. And I don't think Russell Wilson's going to be their starter for the Giants. I think the kid they draft is going to come in and be a baller. He balled out in preseason. He looked really good. So I think people are kind of underestimating a little bit of the Giants stuff. They have some guys, but the Cowboys are a mess to me. The Cowboys are a mess.
I'll say one good thing about Jerry Jones before we move on from the Cowboys. The TV show Landman. I don't know if you guys watched that show, but he had a sick cameo in that TV show. So if you haven't seen Landman, it's a good show. But,
did he trade Micah Parsons in that show? No.
He looked like he was about to be honest.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he was. You could tell. He had tears in his eyes. He was thinking about it.
2 first-round draft picks is just not enough for Micah.
And a washed-up defensive tackle. Come on, man.
You need at least 4 first-round draft picks for that guy.
Yeah. And a legitimate player back, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right.
I love it. I'm a Packers fan. Good job, Jerry. Way to go.
Good job. Let's go.
Do it again, right? Give us CeeDee Lamb for, a second-round pick. Let's go.
They should trade Dak to the Colts. We'll take him for
that might happen.
Take him for a first-round pick.
That might happen. I mean, hey, the way it's
going.
We'll
give him AR. We'll give him for AR and a first-round pick. We'll take Dak off.
Third-round pick in AR. Third round. Don't be
third-round pick in AR.
Don't be crazy.
Yeah.
Jerry will take it.
Yeah. And then he'll go on TV and say that he's always wanted to get rid of Dak.
He's always wanted him out. Yeah. Every second.
Ever since the beginning, he's wanted him gone.
To the richest contract ever. Yeah, I didn't want him. Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
My high, sell low. The Jerry Jones.
Yeah.
All right, NFC West.
Oh, jeez.
NFC West. The best for last.
Are you sure?
Best for last. Yeah, we got
the easiest division to.
I'm sweating.
It's kind of the tough. It's kind of one of the toughest divisions to call, right?
I'm sweating.
I have my opinions, but here we go. For the NFC West, I think the best team in this division is the Seattle Seahawks. I like the Seattle Seahawks. I think they're going to be good this year. And then the Niners at 2, the Rams at 3, and the Cardinals at 4. I know Goggins has got strong opinions on the Rams, but I don't think the Rams are that good. I think the Rams, if you gave over-under on 10 wins, I'm giving them the under. I think they're like a 9-win team, 10 if they're lucky, 10 if they have a really good season. But yeah, I think the Seattle's going to be really good. I think the Niners are still going to be really good. So those are my picks. Cardinals suck, so we don't even really need to spend too much time on them. So
I appreciate you setting the table like that, Hulk.
Yeah,
I think it's pretty safe to say that Matt Stafford.
Who is that?
Matthew Stafford, probably the greatest quarterback over the age of 37 in the NFL.
He probably is. No, I'll give you that.
Father Time is
Father
catching up with
Time,
him.
Matt. Father Time.
He's gonna hurt his back. Back.
Oh, my back.
This started as a joke.
Oh, my
Couple
back.
nights ago- couple nights ago, we were talking about the NFC West, and what started as a joke is now actually, I think, one of the most clear paths of the NFL season in 2025. Matt Stafford basically has the most elite receiving core in the league. You got
Oh my gosh,
Puka, you got Tyler,
dude,
you got Devontae.
the most elite.
basically,
That's
you just
bold
get the ball
statements
up in
coming
the
from
jet
Matt.
stream. You get the ball up in the jet stream in LA, and someone's catching that thing. So
Yeah.
I think Stafford, even with two vertebrae in the back, can still advance the ball at least 20 yards. The boys will do the rest, and I think the Rams will win 11, 12 games.
I think the Bengals have the most elite receiving core.
So,
I think the Bengals got the most elite receiving core. I don't think the Rams.
Goggins is
Puka's
on it.
good. Puka's good, but who else is good? Devontae Adams is good, but he's old. So
Devontae's crafty though. He's like a fine wine. Like he ages well as a receiver.
Yeah.
He likes Taco Bell too. I've seen. He likes the commercials you give me.
And I hear you. But no, I do think the NFC West is a bit of it's not going to be that competitive of a division. I don't think it's pretty billing division, and I think that the Rams will just kind of ticky tack their way to 11, 12 wins, sneak another playoff game, and next thing you know they'll be playing for or getting close to the Super Bowl. I don't think that they have what it takes with all the other talent in the NFC, but keep an eye out for the Rams. I'm telling you. Can never count them out.
I couldn't disagree more. I think this is going to be a super competitive division. And I just don't see the Rams winning more than 10 games. That's just they might sneak into the playoffs, but I think they're if they make the playoffs, they lose in the wild card round and they're done.
Did you have Rams, 49ers, Seahawks, Cardinals?
I had Rams, Seahawks, Niners, Cardinals.
Okay.
I had Seahawks, Niners,
So you think
Rams,
the Niners
Cardinals.
are sitting in the third slot? Niners in the third slot. Okay. So I'm gonna align pretty much dead nuts with Hulk. I don't see what the Rams are slamming at us here. I don't see Stafford's been walking around lately, holding his back, I can't throw that ball. So I don't know what you're seeing, Goggins, but
he knows the tricks of the trade.
Maybe he's messing with me. Hey, dude, I get it.
He's so enamored with that Super Bowl that he won a little while ago that he's how good he was with the Lions, I guess.
Yeah. He's living in his past, Matt. Okay. He's living in the past. Okay. So I think Stafford's past his prime. I'm sorry. You hit a certain age in the NFL and he's hurt. He's already hurt. He hasn't even started the season yet. So I'm not trying to warn you, but I am trying to warn you.
He's not hurt.
The Rams are in trouble.
He's dinged up. He's got a bad back.
Now, I will say Jimmy
He's going to be
G,
coming up on the field with a cane this season.
Yeah, he was on a walker.
I need to get him a cane.
He had a walker. But Jimmy G is a good backup quarterback, but he can't throw the ball. So I'm not sure what that's going to do for you. But I think the Rams can be okay, but I'll go in order. So I got the Seahawks number 1. I got the 49ers number 2. I got the Rams number 3 and the Cardinals number 4. Once again, don't want to waste time on the Cardinals. I don't think they're a factor. And we spent a lot of times on the Rams, but the reason I like Seattle, they have a young coach, Mike McDonald, and he was a defensive coordinator at Michigan when they won the national title. He was a defensive coordinator with the Ravens and had an absolutely dominant defense. And people are not even talking Seattle defense, but I think his defense will be absolutely elite this year. They got Sam Darnold, who just threw 35 touchdowns last year for the Vikings and was 14-3 as a starter. So you can't deny any of those facts, right? Man, I can't believe they got this guy to come in. They got the Cup. The Cup is now there. Okay. Jackson Smith.
The best Cup.
Jackson Smith is there, a young star receiver that people are kind of, I don't know if people are talking about him, but they traded away DK Metcalf for a reason, guys. Like they said, we don't need DK anymore, right? Like we got this other guy, Jackson Smith, and they brought in Cooper Kupp, who I still think he's got a little wiggle to him. Best wide receiver in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? And they have Kenneth Walker at running back, who's a stud. So people are hating on Seattle a little bit. I'm not sure why, but I really see something there. And you guys know this. The 12th man is impossible. It's impossible to win there. The Packers have always sucked in Seattle. And they finally got a team that actually can back it up again. The first time since Pete Carroll was calling that play and chewing his gum and not giving the ball to Skittles. Yeah. So I think 49ers have one of the best coaches in the NFL, Kyle Shanahan. So I got to put them a little bit above the Rams. Sean McVay is also a great coach. But I think the 49ers, Brock Purdy, I really like Brock Purdy. They got Christian McCaffrey and Brian Robinson's their backup running back. Brian Robinson was a starter for the Commanders last year in the NFC Championship game. So they got two pretty good running backs. They have a good defense. They have Nick Bosa. They got Robert Saleh, the Jets head coach last year. He used to be the D coordinator with the 49ers. He came back, and he took them to a Super Bowl as D coordinator. So I see them having a ton of potential to be a real threat to the NFC, maybe making the NFC Championship game, just because they have such a good coaching staff. Brock Purdy's been proving it year after year after year after year, and he's not 37 with a back injury. So
I just don't see what you're seeing, Lombardi. I mean, if you want to talk about old dinged up white guys, I think both McCaffrey and Kupp come to mind before Matthew Stafford. So I don't know.
I don't know about Kupp, but I am a little bit on the McCaffrey. Like he's like a glass man.
I'll tell you, 2 years ago, he had a great season. I agree. He's been hurt a lot. He's been hurt a lot, but I like Brock Purdy. It's more about Brock Purdy to me. It's quarterback versus quarterback. I think Brock Purdy's better than Matt Stafford. So, I take the quarterback. Sam Darnold's better than both of those guys based on last year.
I think so.
Matt Stafford was really good 5 years ago, Matt, but he's not, he's 37 now. It's the same as Aaron. He started losing it. It is what it is, right? I like Matt Stafford, but he's not in his prime anymore. I don't think he is. And quarterbacks with back injuries, it's like a pitcher with a bad elbow. I'm not taking that team. I'm not taking that quarterback. I just don't trust it. You know what I mean?
Didn't Drew Brees have a back injury?
No, he had a shoulder. He came back from his shoulder thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. I'm still riding there.
All right.
Who's your favorite Rams defensive player before we move on?
Yeah, name
Aaron Donald.
Name the entire Rams roster. Go.
It's in the VIP club. SoFi Stadium, I think.
The ghost of Aaron Donald will haunt us all. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll get him back out there on the field. Once he smells blood, he'll be out there.
All right. Well, I mean, now I think we should just go. Let's just solidify our 7 for each division and then pick who we think. So basically, the division winners, the 3 wild cards, and then who we think the Super Bowl teams are going to be in the winner.
Matt, you want to start? You want to start, Matt?
Go, Matt. AFC. Go.
AFC.
Yeah. The AFC for the divisions, I got the Bills, the Ravens, the Colts, and the Chargers. And then for my wild cards, let's see, I had the Dolphins, the Steelers, and the Chiefs. And then I think Ravens, Bills, AFC Championship. And I might pick the Bills just because I like Buffalo. I like Josh Allen. I like the fans.
Matt and I are going to talk later, but I'm going to have to break a table if they make the Super Bowl.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
You're getting Kyle on a school bus and he's jumping straight.
He doesn't want a fold-up table
No, I
either. He
want
wants
the
a
real
real
thing.
table.
I'm part of
Real
Bill's
thing.
Mafia.
We're talking oak or maple.
Yeah.
Something that's run in the family for a while. We'll get out there.
100-year-old table. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Should I do my AFC? All right. So
Go.
I got Ravens, Bills, Texans, and Broncos. For my 3 wild card, I got Chiefs, Bengals, Steelers. and I have the Chargers just missing the playoffs as my like potential close call there.
Yeah. AFC Championship game.
Then I
What do you
got-
think it's going to be?
I got Chiefs Bills in the AFC Championship. We've talked about this a decent amount, but the Chiefs will try to rig this game. The NFL will try to make a fantasy, pass interference on the offense kind of call.
Yeah.
But somehow, the Bills will become the victor, and I think they'll make the Super Bowl this year. So, and Matt and I, like I said, we're going to talk it through and figure out our strategy. But if they do, we'll figure out like how high I have to jump off something.
What is it now? What
Jumping
is it now?
onto-
Josh Allen. What is it now? Josh Allen and Mahomes. Is this like the third time or the fourth time?
In the
In the
AFC
AFC
Championship, it'd be the third matchup. And Mahomes he's owned
There
him.
you go. Third time's a charm, as they say.
Third time.
Third time's a charm.
Was that 2 years ago? When was that absolute shootout? Was that 2 years ago? 3 years
That
ago?
was 3 years ago. What a
Yeah.
great game.
That
When
game was so fun.
Mahomes
Yeah.
went down the field in 4 seconds or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
He went down the
NFL
field in
changed the
4
rules.
seconds.
NFL changed the rules after that,
Yeah.
which I like too. I think it caused a change. I got to give credit to Mahomes though. That was pretty cool. I think the Bills win it this year.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty close to you, Kyle. I think it's going to be my 7 for the AFC are Baltimore, Houston. I also got the Broncos winning their division. Or no, sorry, I had the Chiefs winning. I did have the Chiefs winning. So I have Baltimore, I have Houston, I have the Chiefs, and I have the Bills. And then my 3 wild cards are going to be the Broncos. I am going to put the Steelers in there just because it's hard to count them out. And I want to say the Colts. I want to say they can get it together with Danny Dimes.
So you
And
two
the
both
Colts
have
are
the
gonna-
Colts right in the playoffs. I mean, I love
Yeah.
that. I love that.
I want to say the Colts. I want to say they're going to get it together. And then I also agree. I think the Chargers are just going to miss the playoffs. The Chargers and the Bengals are just going to miss the playoffs. I think those are the 2 other teams that could potentially slip in. So there we go.
And who's your
And then AFC Championship game, I think it's going to be Bills, Baltimore, and I think Lamar is going to choke in the playoffs again, and the Bills are going to go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So I think we all got the Bills going to the Super Bowl.
I love that. I love that.
Man, yeah, it's hard to not love the Bills. I've been through it.
Yeah,
You guys have been through it, Kyle.
I'm in a lot of pain. I mean, I'm in worse pain than
a
Matt
lot of
Stafford.
pain.
Matt Stafford's in real pain, but I'm in mental.
It was like the passing of the torch. It was like the passing of the torch. First, the Bills had to sit behind the dynasty and Tom Brady and the Patriots, and now they've had to sit behind Patrick Mahomes.
And previous to that, when I was growing up in football, they lost 4 Super Bowls in a row.
Yeah,
That was early in my life where I started to love football. And my aunt lived in Orchard Park. She was like 10 minutes from Buffalo Stadium. And I just you talk about pure pain of why, I'm like, why do I like this team? What am I doing? What? They lost 4 straight Super Bowls. Why would anyone like them? But
Yeah.
I basically liked them because my aunt lived really close to the Bills. It's been pretty much misery as a fan. I'll be honest with you guys. But it's a fun team to watch. It's just it's been pretty bad, man. It's been pretty tough. So let's take it. Let's get to the Super Bowl. All right.
you could have it. You could have it worse.
You could be a Jets fan. I mean, you could be.
Could be a Jets fan. Could be a Colts fan. Could be a Colts fan. That would suck.
Colts have won a Super Bowl though.
Yeah,
That's a
we've
big
won a
difference.
couple.
That's a
We've
big
won a
difference.
couple.
That's a big difference.
it is.
Yeah.
It is. All right, NFC. We're already over an hour, so let's get through the NFC quick.
Yeah.
All right, my 7 for the NFC are the Lions, the Eagles, Seattle, and the Bucks. My wild card teams are the Redskins, the Packers, and the 49ers. I think the NFC Championship game is going to be the Lions and the Eagles. And I think the Eagles are gonna take it again. I think the Eagles are gonna get into the Super
Right.
Bowl again this
Eagles,
year.
Bills. Gotcha.
Yeah. So I think Eagles Bills the Super Bowl, and I think the Bills. I think the Bills get it done this year. I think this is
Dang.
the Bills' year.
Woo!
So there you go. That's my
too
prediction.
easy, Hope. That's too easy. Too easy. Woo! All right, Goggins, let's show them.
All right, Goggins.
I don't know who you're picking NFC West. I have no idea.
I mean, I think straight to the Super Bowl. I can skip the rest. The Rams probably gonna hang on the Rams. No, I do think the Rams will win a playoff game. I'm calling it right now. If the Rams win a playoff game, I don't know. I don't know what I'll do to celebrate, but we'll think of something.
I love that. I love that.
I got the Eagles, Packers, Bucks, and the Rams. In my wild cards, I got the Seahawks, I got the Lions, and the Commanders. And I think I would love to see a Green Bay Detroit NFC Championship game. So I'll say Packers Lions in the NFC Championship. That'd be fun to watch.
Who wins it?
Yeah.
About the Packers all day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think Packers Bills?
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. It's kind of like that's kind of my fan pick, but I would love Packers Bills. I wanted that Super Bowl for like the last 5 years.
So that almost lined up. I think it was 3 years ago. They were both in the championship games. They both lost. What a miserable day I had as a fan. But anyways,
Yeah.
But I have the Packers, Buccaneers, Redskins, Seahawks winning the divisions. I have the 49ers, Lions, and Eagles as wild card. I have the Vikings just missing the playoffs, and the Rams. I mean, they're close. I have Packers versus Redskins in the NFC Championship game, and I have the Packers clearly taking that game. They're the best team in the NFL, in my opinion. Micah Parsons added that crazy good defense already. I love Josh Allen, but I just think, I don't know, the odds makers should be looking at it saying, wow, that team was already good. They just got the best pass rusher in the NFL. That's a Reggie White kind of move, I think. So I think we're going to struggle to block Micah Parsons, honestly. The Bills will. So
Yeah.
I think the Packers take it all next year.
Do you think so? So for the Super Bowl, I got the Bills, and you guys both got the Packers.
Yep.
Nice.
I think if we
Nice.
got a Packers Bills Super Bowl, we got to find a way to go. That's what I think.
I think
That'd
we
be-
gotta
that'd
be
be
sitting
sweet.
next to Trump and Rogan talking football.
I don't know if we'll be sitting next to Trump and Rogan, but if Rogan could hook us up with tickets for all the free publicity,
Yeah.
that'd be nice.
We've been advertising his drinks for a long time.
Yeah.
Come on, Rogan.
Come on, Rogan.
I'll text my boy Matthew Stafford and see if he can get us a ticket.
Okay.
Yeah. If the Rams make the Super Bowl this year, you got Matthew Stafford's got to get us tickets.
Matt, to put them in the playoffs and win a playoff game, you have to name one defensive player, or else I can't give it to you.
I told you,
Yeah.
Aaron Donald, man. He's
One-
He's retired.
One current Rams defensive player. You can't
I
look
can-
at your phone.
I cannot name without
single.
Charlie.
I can give you.
I could probably watch 4 to 5 Rams games and still not name a Rams player. On the defense. Yeah.
All right, going back to Matt Stafford, he's had a great career. So on the other end of it, he's been great for many years, man. So
Yeah.
I get why you like him. I do, but Sean McVay's a great coach. Sean McVay's a really good coach.
The
So
Rams are just like they're a franchise built on table scraps, you know? Like they've done a lot just by being like the last one standing. I just feel like it's that kind of year.
I mean, it's kind of the year that the Rams won the Super Bowl. I mean, they just like grabbed everybody.
Yeah.
Like, they just basically built a Super Bowl team like in the middle of the season.
how about that Goff Stafford trade in the offseason before that season? Wow.
Yeah.
Like
Insane.
the balls of that Rams team to make that trade. Jared Goff, #1 pick, got you to a Super Bowl. You trade him. I think that was pretty crazy. I mean, so you
Yeah.
got to give him credit on that end.
And then Matthew Stafford comes in and wins a Super Bowl right away.
I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah.
like that story is pretty cool. But Stafford, that was what, 4 years ago.
Yeah.
He's old. He's old now. I'm sorry. Like,
If
Yeah.
Matt Stafford wouldn't have won the Super Bowl that year, he might have gone down as one of the best quarterbacks to never win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, him and Dan Marino would have been the same conversation. Jim Kelly.
Yeah.
Like these guys, Hall of Fame kind of level players, can't win a championship. So, hey, he won a championship. So Matt Stafford, if he's healthy, he's dangerous. I really like. I just wish he was healthy because he's not. But
he's been going on there with a cane, and
he's
gonna have to wheel.
He's got his walker.
A wheelchair. Yeah.
Telling you, he's gonna shoot from the hip. He's gonna sit in the pocket. They're gonna do some damage out there.
I don't know. I think he's gonna look like Ben Roethlisberger
at the
towards the end of his career.
Yeah. Just like, what is this guy doing out here? Yeah.
Slow, sluggish.
That was pretty good at the end.
His last 2 years, Big Ben was just not looking so hot his last 2 years.
No, he was not.
Okay, Goggins. Who's his right tackle and left tackle? Who's Stafford's right tackle and left tackle? Because that's important too.
Yeah.
I think it's Big Mother Effer 1 and Big Mother Effer 2. As long as he can't see the line. As long as he can't see the defense.
Yeah. Who are those guys again?
Look,
I don't even know that, Kyle. I don't even know that.
Alaric Jackson's his left tackle. He's hurt. And Havenstein from Wisconsin's his right tackle.
Okay.
So I think your left tackle's hurt and your quarterback's hurt.
Just bring Dave in.
Well, so
put Dave in.
Dave told me that.
Iowa boy. He played at Iowa. That's all I need to know. Yeah.
Put Dave at left tackle.
I'm just saying, Dave could play left tackle.
Actually,
I bet if you ask Dave, he could name every single offensive lineman in the NFL.
I doubt it. No, I think.
Oh, you doubt it?
But I will say, my buddy Dave, he just texted Bill Callahan. He was in Nashville, and he's got his number now, so they're gonna definitely meet up. So that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. He knows some people in the NFL.
Awesome.
But
Dave probably knows more offensive linemen than I do. I'll just say that.
He probably he doesn't watch the NFL actually. But
he doesn't.
He only watches Jack Nelson, his girlfriend's son. Other than that, he's like he doesn't like the NFL. But
does he watch college? A lot of college.
He watches the Badgers, but that's it, dude.
Yeah.
So sometimes you're around football so much you just kind of stop watching it when you're older.
Yeah.
But no, I think our picks are pretty solid. I think we ran down every division really well. Like we all made cases. It's like I think.
I think in terms of the points, just because we're so close in a lot of the divisions, I think it's going to come down to like the Rams are going to make or break Goggins' bracket over there.
Yeah.
If the Rams underperform, Goggins is just not winning this competition.
Yeah.
When they make the NFC Championship game, I think it's gonna be a good.
Well, that would hurt Hulk and I big time. Also, I don't have the I don't have the Colts in the playoffs, so
that's
that can make or break me or you guys, right? So, I mean, we all have the Chiefs in there. We all have the Bengals. We all have Steelers, I think, making it.
If the Bills win it all, I'm gonna be doing really good. If the Bills win it all and the Colts slip into the playoffs, I'm gonna be sitting pretty.
If the Bills win the Super Bowl, I'm gonna be happy. I don't even care about these points. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care. It's fine. I think in the end, it's just we made some good picks, man. I think we made compelling cases on every team we talked about. It's I don't think anyone likes the Seahawks as much as Hulk and I. I think they're a little underrated, to be honest. So
I like the Seahawks.
But if they completely crash and they're terrible and Sam Darnold sucks, then I'm going to be pissed off. And I'm going to go into the Matt Stafford. I'm going to get a jersey. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If Sam Darnold turns out to just be really bad and Seattle's really bad and the Rams win that division handily, then Goggins can say he told us so.
Then I'm going to delete this podcast.
I'm not even lectures at that point in the season. We're breaking down the math.
Why is Goggins at MIT talking about Matt Stafford? I don't know. Anyways,
odds making in Vegas. Yeah.
Well, all right, boys.
All right. Well,
gonna be.
This has been the Rest Period. This has been the Rest Period podcast, episode 1 of our After Dark series. We're gonna be talking about football season long, fantasy all season long, giving you guys our opinions, but. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun 18, 19, 20 weeks. So let's go. Tweezers.